Right, I'm now going to show you how to put text on top of your video. We use the same video that we made earlier, and we go to exactly the same area down here. There's a tab. We click on text, and there's lots of different text things we can do. Now the best thing the kids can do here is just have a play with each one and see how they get on with it, but I'll show you how they can flick through them. If we pick a standard one here like overlap, and we put this, so we choose where but what I'm doing here is I've dragged it up, and the red line shows you where the text is going to begin. So if we put it here and drag the beginning, so we can move the beginning of when the text occurs. We can also grab the end of the text, and we can change when the text ends as well, down to the next part of the clip. So this is our text here. So if we just change what this says, text. We come up to here again and we press play with the space bar. You'll see text appears, and then it will go out at the end of the transition where the timeline occurs, just here. So if we click on this text and we right click, now on your Macs the right click might be disabled. If it is, hold down the control key on the keyboard and then click, and that'll give you a right click. You can delete this selection if you want to. You can also highlight it and delete it. If you double click it, that's what I've done there, you can change the duration of it, and if you click on here you can now change the different kinds of text that are already here. So you can have a very quick look at any of them without having to apply them, because you've already written them in. So you've got one here. So, and how this works is quite cool. If you move your mouse over the timeline, you will see it appear and fade in exactly where you've put it in. So you can do things like credits. You can do some really cheesy Star Wars stuff. As it comes in, it will go away. So you can add any text you want. So the best thing you can do here is just have a play with it and see what you can achieve. There's some really cool looking ones. There we go. Let's pick. Let's do a sideways drift one. Change it to sideways drift. Done. Text. Kicks in quite nicely. If we click on the text here, we can actually highlight the text to change it. We can also change the fonts. If we go to show font, you'll see the different fonts you can apply. You can also bring up the system font panel, which will show you lots more fonts. So if you've installed a specific font that works really well, or a font that you're really happy with, you have something like Impulse. Keep that so it says test. Let's highlight and change it to Impulse. Pop the size up a bit. So we can actually change the two different parts to two different fonts entirely. Let's change the colour here, so you can change the colour here as well. It's exactly the same as it is in Word or any of the other Apple applications. So we've got that there, now it says test text. So if we look at the little transition we put in earlier, and there's some text coming up. So you can do some really cool title scenes. You can put some really cool bits at the bottom of a bit of text. This one gets used a lot, the clouds one. We actually use this in one of our presentations. So if we look again, that goes away, test text comes in. You'll notice the fonts change back there. That's the most important thing you do, is you don't change the font until you're happy with the text transition that you've chosen, because if you change it, it will change it to the standard font that fits in with this theme. Hopefully that's helped you.